All right, last but not least, let's go over the cigar cooler. I've done a video on this, on talking about how I feel about it and what it does and what it doesn't do and everything else. And I will be doing a follow-up video on that. But spoiler alert, it's going to be about backpedaling. This thing is doing a lot more than I thought it should. It is performing extremely well. I have to even consider about buying another one, probably a smaller one, because it is working so well. All right, let's go ahead and go from the top to the bottom. Again, what do you have? What do I have? Velveeta bags. Always gonna have Velveeta bags, making sure everything's right in here. Gonna have boxes. That's the whole purpose of this, to be able to store boxes. Raymond Busso, got a box here. This is the Olancho Reserva. Had a couple of these so far. I want to see how they taste aged, so I'll be aging those. Not a full box, not even a half, but my favorite cigar of all time, Oliva Meliano, and then I even have some Oliva Meliano Maduros. Now you'll definitely see some cigar pairings with these. Even these again, I think I'll be doing a cigar pairing with these one more time. LFD Chisel Selection, went ahead and purchased two. They had a great deal, so I purchased two. And when I do cigar pairings, I always make sure that I have two of each. So at least two, so I can do some practice runs and do the pairing correctly. Let you take a look at what I have in here. We have the Cameroon, we have the double Ligero of two different types. We have a natural and I believe a Maduro. We have a Coronado, and we have a regular Ligero natural. And of course, we have a second box. Carlos Toronto, I found a really good deal with these, so I went ahead and purchased the box. I had a couple. I realized that they needed some time, so that's what they're doing. They're going to have some aging before I really get into these. Here's a Jim. A lot of you have, of course, heard of, but how many of you actually had one? Opus X. This is the blue Opus X, a 20-year. Now, the plan is actually to not touch this for 2 years at least, because that's what I was explaining to me, that if you're going to have one, you don't have one right away, you age them, and that's what I plan on doing with these. I have some Tatuaje 10-year. These should be really nice. I can't wait to give these a try. All right, here's a special drawer right here. I've done a cigar pairing with this cigar here. I was destroying the name. I think I have it now. Perez Carrillo. I didn't know how to say it right. I know how to say it right. I shouldn't say it wrong. My wife is a Latin woman, and she corrects me all the time, and I still get it wrong. But here it is. I bought a box, but the problem is the box was heavily lacquered, and I didn't feel that it was getting, well, I know it wasn't getting the moisture that it should be absorbing to keep these cigars correct. So I took it out of the box and I just laid it on this cedar right here. This is some Freja. The Freja is another cigar led by a female cigar, I don't know, CEO or creator. I haven't tried these yet. I've heard these are super potent, and they probably go really well with a bourbon. I have some Padron, regular Padron handmade. Now, I have quite a few of these. The purpose of this is for aging. I am not touching these for a while. I had these about 2 years ago, and I was highly disappointed, and I didn't understand why. And then I had one sitting in my humidor, like I do. I just have them sit there And I said, let me give this a try again. Absolutely wonderful with some age. That is why they're in here. They're going to be in here for quite some time. Herrera Esteli. These are getting some, not much age to them. I just want to acclimatize them, and this was the best place to place them. Here's another rare cigar. This is the Alec Bradley Diamond in the rough cut. There's actually diamond shaped. It's not a box press that we think of. This box press is, again, a diamond shape. It's not in the shape of the regular square. I'll be happy to try this one day. I'm not sure when I want to try it. I want to give it some time, really let the flavors really come alive in it. All right, let's go over something really special. This is going to be bigger and better every single year. This is my Cuban section. Now this is just the beginning, and I hope this section will be nicer and nicer every year as I get better and better and be able to afford more. But I have some of my favorite Cuban cigars here, with at least two of them. The Monte Cristo No. 2. This is an exceptional cigar, full of flavor. Then we have the Bolivar Belicoso. This is one of my favorite cigars. I would say No. 2 is my favorite cigars of all time. I love this stick. This is just something to learn about, if you're not familiar, Jose Piedra. These are cheap Cubans. If you want some cheap Cubans, this only cost me $15 for the whole box. That includes the shipping and handling. And it was, they're okay. I don't know what else to tell you, but they're just okay. Some Cuban San Cristobal. Cuban San Cristobal. I have not had one yet. I'll maybe have this in the next couple days and taste something off the beaten path. No cohibas yet. One thing I forgot to show you. These are another way I've been hydrating the Humidor, the cigar cooler. These are humidity beads. I like to use these. They put out a good amount of humidity, especially this amount. There's not that many in here, but they do really well. Again, I use the Bovita bags for insurance, so if they put out too much humidity, the Bovita bags will suck up the excess humidity and spit it back out when it needs to be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is my Humidor tour. I hope that gave you some ideas of what I'm getting into, what I chose to spend my money on, and what future videos you're gonna see for our cigar pairing. All right, I'm Charles Walhingford, and like I said, this is how I spent my money.